What's up, Terabytes? I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and today is Kellyoke Day. We're going to be reacting to Never Enough and Total Eclipse of the Heart in one reaction. It's your lucky day. And if you have never taken a voice lesson at Tara Simon Studios, it's also your lucky day, because all you need to do is click the link in the description box below and take advantage of your first online discounted vocal lesson. Me and my coaches, we're just on the other side of that link waiting for you. Let's do this. Ooh. Cool background. Love it already.
I'm trying to hold my breath.
Oh, I've been wanting to hear her sing this for the longest time.
Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end.
Interesting. Okay, I'm wondering if that was an intentional choice to do the let it stay this way instead of let it stay this way. Because I feel like she can hit that note, right? Am I wrong? Can she not hit that note? Let's see if she does it here.
Set off a dream in me, getting louder now.
Interesting. I don't remember actually if she is super low like that. I feel like she's an alto though, so it could be a choice. I mean, this is Kellyoke, right? She is remaking the cover, but a lot of times when I'm coaching, if a singer isn't like really killing a note and it's like, oh, you can audibly tell that this is the end of your range and you're sort of struggling either low or high, I will rearrange the melodic line and change the vocal mapping to where it best suits that singer. In which case I would do something like what she's doing, getting louder now, because it's not of great consequence. Like I notice, and maybe people who really know the song notice, but most people don't notice. As long as it sounds good, they're happy, right? And that's just smart singing. So I'm not saying that's why she's doing it, but I'm saying I do notice that she changed it there for whatever reason.
You hear it echoing.
Okay, so fun fact, the guy in the background playing the keys, you see his head right there on the keys, that's Jason Halbert, and I interviewed him and his wife on my podcast, Truth with Tara. They have an amazing story and also a few amazing books. So if you want to learn more about his story and his relationship with Kelly and how all that works, check out Truth with Tara, that podcast with Jason Halbert and his wife.
Hear it echoing.
Really great people.
Take my hand.
Yes, okay, yes, Kelly, yes. So the breath on that was so masterful, so gorgeous. It's what you want to hear from a singer singing this song, but I love her rendition of it. There was a little more energy to her breath, but in a great way. Like it wasn't wafy and like take my, there was like authority to it, but still tenderness. Ooh, let's listen to that one more time. That was so nice.
Take my hand.
Yes, it's because also how she pronounced the T.
Share this with me. 'Cause darling, without you.
She also looks so beautiful, so natural. I love that.
All the shine of 1,000 spotlights.
Oh,
all the
gorgeous.
stars we still.
All the stars.
Night sky will never be enough.
Notice something?
Never be enough.
Oh, and the cry. Wow, I could do like a 2-hour-long masterclass just on this much that she sang so far. It's one of the things about reacting that's the hardest for me is like, ooh, I want to tell you everything that I hear, but I also don't want this to be 2 hours long, and I want you to like come back and still be interested. It's so tough for me. I will point out kind of what is to me the obvious, which is she changed the tempo of the melody, but not the notes themselves. So the chorus is never be enough, but she did never be enough. Let's listen again.
Stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough.
Never, but she switched to head voice there instead of never, which is more of a chest, and that's so delicious too, because it gives us somewhere to go in the song registerically. I am 100,000% positive the next time she sings this chorus, prediction, it's gonna be in chest, guys. She's gonna go wide open on us, and we're gonna be like, shooketh, yes, okay, but right here, it's still intimate. We're creating an arc in a song. This is just like watching a movie. You don't give the climax away right at the beginning, nor as a vocalist should you give all that you have right at the beginning. Where do you go? Yes.
these hands could hold the world, but it
Love that Fall On World.
be enough,
Mm.
never be enough.
Hi, Jason. Okay, guys, you know what I'm going to say about this never, right? If you watch my channel, what do I say a million times about R's at the end of words? Do we pronounce them? No, we don't. What do we say instead? AHs. Never, never. Instead of never, never. Please don't ever, ever say never. Never. And she just glosses right on over that like that's, of course, common practice because it should be, because it is for her. And I just have to point out how pleased that makes me, how happy I am right now. Yes, because it's supposed to be sung never, not never. Because you have more space. And her voice resounds and booms. Oh. Oh. There it is. Oh. Gorgeous. Yes, Kelly! Oh. Interesting. I'm shocked. Wasn't expecting that. Don't even know if I would recommend that. But some people, and she might be one of those outliers, some people like to sing on a more closed mouth E higher on certain notes. I'm not one of them. I hate that, okay? I want for me all day long. I don't want for me. Ugh, like, that's not cute. I don't like it, okay? But she did that. Look at, I mean, she's standing there. She's not even bending. She's not crunching. She's just relaxed and holding that mic stand, chilling. So it doesn't seem to me like she's in need of all that much more space on that me, and she did not open. She did me, 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 not me, me, May. And even Lauren Allred, who originated this song in Greatest Showman, did me, me, May. So let's listen one more time to that because that was a little interesting. Me, me, Artie. And she held it longer.
For me.
I'm gonna say it. She's an amazing singer. I love her. I think she's masterful. But that last note, I don't know if she's all that proud of that either. I don't think that's exactly what she meant to do. Let's listen to that again. Which, by the way, happens to me all the time. So I'm not sitting here in a judgment seat of better than, okay? Yeah. Okay, so it was pinched. It wasn't placed in the right spot. And there's nothing wrong with a sound going away and breath continuing. Actually, Billie Eilish has made an entire career out of doing that one thing really, really well. However, if it were for me, and then we still had breath, I'd be like, okay, I can get behind that. But that just wasn't Kelly. Like, that's not what I'm used to hearing of her. Yeah, it was a really, like, pinny me instead of me. It just didn't quite get up into the nose, into the head voice. Everything else was so awesome. I was just a little surprised at that ending. And I think she'll probably agree. And she probably walked off stage and was like, what the heck was that? How did that happen? Oh, whatever, you know? And that happens in live performances, guys. Like, if you're brave enough to be a singer who sings live and who sings big and who sings loud and hard and do all of the crazy, difficult songs that everybody loves to hear, it is a numbers game. There is a guarantee. The more you put yourself on a stage, by just volume of performances, the greater your chances of messing up are. Like, it's an inevitability. You know, you might squeak by if you perform once in your life on a stage and have a near perfect performance, but you know, you multiply that by 1,000 as a human, how many times in that 1,000 times are you gonna do stuff that's like Well, I don't know what that was, but all right, moving on to the 999th one. You just have to move on. And that was a stellar performance, okay? I just want you to know, if you're a singer listening to that, that's not the place that I would tell her to place that. And I don't think that's the place that she intended to place it, because it was an anticlimactic end to that. And I don't even think I've ever said that of anything that Kelly's sung, because I freaking love Kelly and I think she's amazing. And her voice just seemed to completely effortlessly glide through this whole song. So job well done. So let's watch Total Eclipse of the Heart now and see how that stacks up to Never Enough. I want you to put in the comments which is your favorite Kelly performance out of them both.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round.
Love the car.
Around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears.
Ooh, I love the listening to this. She does a great job at adding emotion and on these little cries of listening to the sound of my tears. So good.
Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best.
Ooh, same there too. I just love how she makes consonants become emotional opportunities. Little bit nervous. By not really singing through the whole nervous, she sounds nervous, doesn't she? Listen to that again. This is the difference, guys. These little nuances that you're like, oh, why is Tara so annoying because she's stopping? I'm trying to show you that this is how you become an artist. This is how you take a step beyond singer and into artist. This little thing right here.
Now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by.
She did it on best too.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified and then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart.
Classic singer's trick for engaging the abs before you go to sing as you go higher is add an H before the word if it begins on a vowel. So instead of every now, huh, I have to do a huh in order to get to the every if I'm singing an H, versus every now and then, which makes me do a glottal attack. And even if I don't do a glottal attack without an H, every now and then, it's still kind of benign. It doesn't do much for the listener, but every now and then gives me an opportunity to support further and a bonus, get a little bit of a cry out of that, which does move the emotion of the song forward. So smart of her. Listen again to how she does it. Ooh, I like that in the back. Yes. And I need you in there too. Every time. Hold me, so good. Handwell, Hand. Kelly's really the queen of cries, okay? Like, she does it everywhere. Technically speaking, this is a vocal bonus, but when you cry, it's like a pressure release valve, especially when you're belting. Because what's happening is she's going into head voice real quick and then coming back down into chest voice. It's what makes the cry sound. We'll be you hear the we'll be It's a pressure release valve, and it gives my voice a microsecond of a break. And it's just a little like energy shot for your voice. Bonus for the listener, they believe you more because you're really sounding like you're emoting, and you are. But it does something not just for the listener, it does something physically for the singer, which I think is such smart singing. And I love when I hear singers and see singers sing smarter and not harder. It's why I named my methodology Sing Smarter, Not Harder. Because you really do need to. Singing is 90% mental, 10% talent. It's so true. It's strategy. And if you're a strategic singer, you're able to connect with an audience while also saving your vocal dollars. And if you don't know what vocal dollars are, you got to check out my week course, Sing Like a Superstar, because we talk all about that there.
We'll be holding on forever, and we'll only be making it right.
Yes.
'Cause we'll never be wrong together.
Love the cry and the wrong.
Take it to the end of the line.
Line.
It's like a shadow of me all the time.
Love how she widened their own shadow. Perfect.
Don't know what to do. I'm always in the
There's that cry again.
Living in a powder keg and giving off sparks.
That's hard. Giving off sparks. The giving off is hard. Those G's are semi-phonatable, but they're not fun. Like, especially when it doesn't go to an A, but it goes to like an E or an I, which in this case, it goes to an I. There's not a lot of spatial opportunity. And she's saying given off. So she's saying a lot of little consonants and vowels there on the top with very little time. So there's no time to tune, and you kind of got to get on it and you either have it or you don't. And of course she has it, but it takes a lot to get up there. You got to really think of that note before you're singing it and how you're going to place it to do it really well. Yeah, gorgeous. Ah, and she did both things there. She added an H before the I. That H, instead it would have been, oh, that's not cute. But the H really cushions it. It's like a pillow behind your head when you go to bed at night. You need that, right? And then tonight, that beautiful cry on night. Again, listen to that. On the night, she cries. Love the growl. Because she's falling apart.
Nothing I could do, a total eclipse of the heart.
Yes. Oh! Such a great arrangement too. Amazing. I love Kelly Clarkson. I always have. I think her voice is so amazing, and she's so inspiring and also just a down-to-earth girl. In fact, Kelly, if you're watching this, I would love to collab with you or be on your show someday. I'm just throwing that out there. Into the unknown. Catch it, grab a hold of it if you want to. I'm throwing it out there. If you're a singer and you're inspired by listening to Kelly and how I break down her vocals, if you're like, oh, I didn't know it took that much, or I didn't notice that until you said it, but now I can't unhear it, good. That should spark hope and inspiration in you, because the voice is a muscle and you can learn how to improve it. Just like you can grow a bicep, you can improve your voice. I promise. I do it all day, every day with my coaches and I. And if you want to experience that change for yourself, click the link in the description box below and grab yourself a discounted first online vocal lesson with me or one of my coaches, because I'm so sure in that half-hour session, you're going to be blown away with what we show you that your voice can do. You're going to want to keep going, and we're going to want you to keep going as well. We can't wait to see you on the other side of that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I love you. I am proud of you. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.